Yo guys, how's it going? Wonderful finish this game. Finish? Is that a word? Finish? Finish? I hope we do, because I got some work to do after this is done. Also, there's another game that just released today that I wanted to play for this month. That is not one, yeah, it's another spooky game, but one I don't have to worry about sinning. I think it'd be appropriate. Hello everyone. How you doing? You guys have a good day. What's the game? It's a retro-styled horror game. It's meant to look like an old-school Turbo Graphics game. It's called Faith. It's supposedly really good. So I've been thinking it's actually just released on Steam, all 3 episodes, and I've been thinking of streaming that now that it's, you know, I've been wanting to, but I was waiting for it to come out on Steam. So hopefully I can get to that if I get time. My mom says she's very proud of me. I know. I know. Your mom is also... No, why would I insult you in that way after you just said something kind? I'm glad you're like a pen pal of my mother. I'm assuming that's what you are. Nothing beyond that. Also, you have an echo. Is my... yeah, the Twitch. Yeah, there we go. Fixed. That's when I leave Twitch unmuted, since I was like watching someone else's stream. And I have to like mute it again when I start my own. That just means you can hear my voice twice, though. Have you seen the new FF16 footage? Yeah, I saw that the other day when it came out. Pretty good. I gotta say, the soundtrack is sounding... Mwah. It's still gonna be a weird Final Fantasy game, because you don't really... It's a big departure from previous ones. You're not gonna have a party. It's more of like almost like a Devil May Cry game than anything else. With RPG elements, I suppose. So, we'll see. But, you know, everything they've shown has looked good, and the team behind it is apparently the ones who, you know, made FF14 such a big deal. So people seem to have high praise for them. Finish the medium, that was, well, yeah, it was something. Yeah, they even left it open for a sequel. But I'm assuming since they're now a Silent Hill developer, they've moved on. Why would you go back to that when you get to make Silent Hill games? Konami's probably promised him, hey, if you do good on the Silent Hill 2 remake, we'll let you make Silent Hill 5. I fell asleep last night where the island people were revealed to be evil. So far the island people themselves have not been revealed to be evil. But we did find like a party of slavers there who apparently have a dealing with the leaders of the island. So obviously the 2 leaders of the island are not good, but the rest of the people there just seem like they're like gentle souls being misled. Media wasn't terrible, but it just didn't really have enough. It could have been actually really good, but they foregone. Well, whatever. They didn't add combat. They forgot that one element of Silent Hill is, you know, in between all the, you know, the art style and the creepiness, you have some combat in there. They just had you, like, kill bugs by making a big glowy ball every once in a while. And run from a monster. Voiced by Troy Baker. Thoughts on the Resident Evil 4 remake stuff? I talked about this a lot last night, didn't I? So far, I'm positive on it. Mainly because I'm willing to give the game, even though I love the original Resident Evil 4, it's one of my top 10. I don't have to worry about them ruining it, I don't think, or like the image of it in my head. I can see them as 2 separate things. Like Resident Evil 4, the original, it isn't going anywhere, and it just got better recently with like a really awesome fan mod that redid all the textures. So if I want to play a better looking Resident Evil 4, that's exactly like that, I can now. So I guess that mod actually made me more willing to accept the changes they might be making with the remake, if that's any way to look at it. Combat-wise, it looked really good, I'm not gonna lie. It looked really solid. I'm guessing they're gonna have a little camp in there, but they're definitely toning it back. I just like Resident Evil 4 for how campy it is at times. But yeah, I'm willing to give it a game its fair shot. I mean, Capcom has at least earned our trust when it comes to their remakes, unlike Konami right now. So I can like, all right, I'll meet you halfway. I'll go into it with an open mind. I'm not gonna be the cantankerous guys like, yeah, I only like the classics. I never want to get that way. I'll be guarded, but I'll be like, you know what? I'll let you prove yourself to me. Resident Evil Remake Salazar is terrible. You mean the tiny guy? Actually, if that's what you're referring to, I actually... my throat's going somewhere. I don't know where. I need to drink something. I actually like that they changed him from looking like a weird, disfigured child midget into like what looks like just a very tiny aristocrat from like the 1800s or something, or 1700s. That actually plays into his character really well. So I actually don't mind that change. Resident Evil Remake and the showcase look great. Yeah, I was pretty impressed. Being able to block a chainsaw with your knife is some serious... That does give me a little hope that there is some camp in there still, if you could do something ridiculous like that. I'm still wondering if the there's only one character we haven't now seen, and that's the, you know, the army guy with the knife fights and everything else. He was pretty hammy too. Love the Resident Evil stuff, but pairing the chainsaw with a knife, not a chance. Well, obviously not. You'd cut your hand off trying to do that. But in the world of Resident Evil, there is far more ridiculous things. But yeah, it'd most likely yank it right out of your hand. Or break the blade. I mean, a combat knife ain't that sturdy. Are you gonna play Gotham Knights? It just came out. I don't know about that one anymore. It's apparently real bad, guys. Like, ooh, maybe worse than Saints Row bad. I don't know if I got... It's also apparently you have to play through it 4 times, well, once with each character. That just sounds exhausting. And apparently it's not exactly, you know, incredibly inspiring mission design. So maybe I'll hold off on that. I already got enough to play as is. Did you guys know that the new Tale for the Borderlands game came out today? I thought that was like still a few days away. I mean, it's apparently incredibly cringe, but based on the trailers we saw of it, that's not surprising. I think everyone's prepared, like, yep, this is gonna be Borderlands 3, but worse in terms of writing. But I guess people like Borderlands for its cringiness? I don't know. Chad, do you like Borderlands for its cringiness? Aren't those the best games of Sin, though? What? Adventure games? What? Or I mean, you like really shitty games? No. I actually like Sin games that I enjoy. Don't care for the character designs. You mean the new? I've long ago, after Resident Evil 2 accepted, they're going for a more realistic look with all the characters. So, I mean, it's now been years of the redeveloped characters that go for the realism. I think it's... They definitely not going back to the old anime-looking style. Well, sort of anime-looking style. Troy Baker definitely made Borderlands at least really he was enough? I mean, I guess, maybe. But overall, I'm guessing Telltale's writing is what saved that game, and apparently Borderlands making their own version of it ain't gonna cut it. Borderlands 2 had good character design, writing, despite its kind of cringy humor. Well, if you want that same cringy humor with worse character design, there's apparently a game for you that came out today. I'm still debating whether I want to play it or not. I mean, I'm sure I'll play it at some point, because I'll probably make a video of it. Don't know if I want to get to it immediately. So did you enjoy Spec Ops: The Line? No. I can honestly say I despise that game, gameplay-wise. It's actually unfun as hell. And what's even more annoying is that people who do like that game claim that's the point, is that it's meant to be unfun. Because, you know, war and stuff is not fun. However, it is not a war, it is a video game, and at some point a video game needs to be fun for it to be called a good video game. So I maintain my opinion that Spec Ops: The Line is utter crap. But I'm also willing to let people who like it have their, you know, fill of it. Here's mad because of that ratio. No, I actually don't mind the ratio I got. I still stand by my statements that it's, you know, a shit game. I will never like that game, no matter how many dislikes the video gets. Fans are already adding in rules of nature to Leon pairing a chainsaw with... Well, they add that in with everything now. There is not a piece of media that will not eventually be set to rules of nature. I mean, I've never even played it myself. I mean, it's boring as fuck. If you trust me when I give you my opinion, that is. You're one of the few people whom I agree with on Spec Ops' opinion. See, Kilroy agrees with me. Like, I'm willing to let people think, you know, if they like it, hey, by all means, eat it all up. You'll devour that shit. If that's the deepest, like, war story you've ever had, like a very watered down version of Apocalypse Now. Hey, that's on you. I myself think the messaging is really pandering and the gameplay is really drab. Really boring. Took a few steps down from a Gears of War game with even worse level design. You know, like Code Veronica. Yeah, I think I always try to foster that with everyone, that hey, it's perfectly fine if other people disagree with you. Everyone's going to draw their own opinions, and that should be encouraged, not rejected. And like, hey, you don't agree with me, that means you obviously don't like me. No, that's the way I am. I encourage people to think for themselves. Never just take my word for like or base your opinion on my videos. Since I'm mainly trying to entertain you, not really be the definitive answer on a video game. Apocalypse Now, where the only writing option is to literally not play the game. Yeah. See, it's that you can make a really drab and depressive movie because it's passive entertainment. When it comes to a game, you have to at least be entertaining, no matter how drab and oppressive you want the subject matter to be. It has to be a fun-to-play experience, or else it's still a bad game. So I've never bought that line for people, the fans of the game. It's like, you know what? It's meant to be boring. It's meant to be terrible game. It's like, oh, okay. Congrats. Gears of War gameplay is fun. I will correct you on that. The first couple Gears of War games were fun. I feel like the series has stagnated pretty significantly at this point. I liked Gears of War 1 and Gears of War 2. I never really played Gears of War 3 because by that point I'd already kind of had my fill. And most recent ones that I played didn't really seem like they changed any. That series feels like it's needing a shake-up. Even with the story, the only way to win is to not play it because all the playable options result in shitty endings for the characters. Yeah, I think there's only like 2 endings though, right? But all the characters basically get what's coming to them. Actually fun Spec Ops line gameplay fun. See? Perfectly fine with you having that opinion. Perfectly fine. Now I'm gonna excuse me while I go cut some slashes in my skin because the internet disagrees with me on something. Taking up cutting chat. Last of Us broke that for meter for me. Well-designed gameplay, but miserable. I mean, yeah, I've always said gameplay-wise, Last of Us 2 is more or less fine. I feel like the pacing of it is weaker than the first game because they have so much more plot and character they need to get through. Slowed it down a bit, but gameplay-wise, it's still good. There's a line at the end of the game, the Spec Ops, where they say they should have just left the city and not done what he did. That's not an option if you actually play. Yeah, you never give me that option to do that. It's like, it's a video game, I have to go in the only direction it lets me. But yeah, channel, like I was saying earlier, I'm thinking of playing that Faith game soon, if I get a chance to, for, Spooktober. Because I haven't really got to play very many, scary games this month. Feels wrong. If you were ever contemplating eating cracklins, please don't. I found that, I don't know what a cracklin is. What is a cracklin? This sounds like some, I don't know, I can't even, my brain draws a blank on the word crackling. Good gameplay, but very hypocritical story, I agree. A little bit too much of the author masturbation. Has anyone ever seen the movie Oculus? I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever... Do you have a hot take on chitlins? Not really. I don't think I've ever experienced it. Or them. It sounds like food. A restaurant brand? I don't know. Whatever it is, I've never been to it. Like some old world pork rind with far fat left on it. Bombs, yeah, I mean... I don't even like pork rinds. Don't listen to him, Dart. They are delicious. What, the cracklins? I mean, if it's just a pork rind is something gross, but I'm just not into them. Great psychological horror. I barely know what the word psychological horror means anymore. It's been thrown around so much and so diluted that there's almost no game, I think, that you can call psychological horror anymore. Except for Silent Hill 2. It's a food southern variety. They're pig intestines. The only time I will ever eat pig intestines when it's like the very thin skin on a sausage. My god, you're good. I just got a joke you made in a video ages ago when I was watching that alpha male guy and he said something you said. I legit had a "that's so Raven" flash. Alpha male guy, you mean that that guy who's like bald and like gives really bad advice to men? He's a big deal most recently. And it reminded you of something I said about that was specifically That's So Raven. Well, did I ever make a That's So Raven joke in a video? Must be one of my older ones then. See, chat, you probably remember my videos better than me at this point. Because I have to, like, make room for all the new stuff I gotta write, so anything that's more than a year old is like, well, did I actually say that? It's a good southern variety. They're pig intestine. Yeah, I'll pass on the intestine food. You mean you ain't eat no chitlins? I guess you don't fancy pig's feet or neck. I only eat sausage and bacon if it's a pig. I don't like ham or, like, other such things. It's not me. It's not me, Jack. This is going to quickly turn into a food chat, isn't it? Eventually, I'm going to rewatch all your videos as a binge. Hey, if you ever get a moment, be sure to do so. I mean, maybe space it out over a week or so. So the other way you don't sit at home for like the 3 days in a row. You probably take quite a few now at this point. There's got to be at least like 2 to 3 days worth of videos, content there now. Apparently my mother likes her bacon rare. Ugh, no. You do not eat bacon rare. That's how you get parasites. I mean, you can have it like... It has to be cooked properly. You don't. That's not one of those things like fish you can eat it raw. Or steak where you can have it and still pink on the inside. So, no, I had a flashback to you saying half your age plus 7 because that's what he... Oh, yeah. Here's what that really matters, though. As long as it's between 2 consenting adults, it really even doesn't matter. It's really what matters when you get extreme, like, 15 to 20 year gaps past, like, the old legal limit, I think, is when it, like, starts getting uncomfortable. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal for, like, it's something most people have to worry about ever. Usually only if you're rich. Stream your old videos? No, thank you. No, thank you. I would not be able to, like, cringe. I'd cringe too much, actually. I'd rather not make myself uncomfortable. I did, one time I streamed one of my older videos for everyone. Galahad's request. It was like the heavy rain video. I was like, ugh, God. I could do such a better job now. So, chat, I don't know if we'll beat this game tonight, but I definitely know we'll beat it by tomorrow, if not. I think there's 6 chapters left, so it's a possibility depending on how long these chapters are, we could get through it tonight. I don't want to promise it, though. I would like to, because I really need to, like, bear down on getting my next video out on time for Call of Duty instead. But it'll either be today or tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. Start my recording of the game now. I remember you did that when you were streaming San Andreas. What, the joke about half your age plus 7? I mean, it's a pretty common line. Sup, you're gonna get darkified? Darktide? Darktide? Okay, this is a video. Darktide? I don't know. It sounded like you were asking me if I'm gonna get blacked for a second there. I was like, wait, what? Darkified? No, Darktide. I have no idea what that is. Or if I do, it slipped my memory. Oh, is this Assassin's Creed? It could be. Might as well be. A better Assassin's Creed. $720p Assassin's Creed, in fact. I mean, when you watched your heavy rain video, well, I just cringed. Just because, several reasons. How's the game so fat? Wow, chat, you can ride about as well as I can tonight. The game's pretty solid.
I'll fight back.
They're stupid animals, Hugo.
We're discovering the mysteries of the macula, and now we gotta make our way back to that amphitheater over there, right? But we got fields of rats in our way, because apparently they swam across the Mediterranean to get to us.
Sophia, light the way for us! Stay with me.
Like, where are these piles of... Are they eating people? Oh yeah, they've eaten all the worshippers here. Oh shit. Didn't end well for them.
Open the way for us, Sophia! Stay close to me!
So what's the deal with the magic gypsy? She's not magic. She literally just has a prism. That is a wildly inaccurate in how they work,
Careful.
but hey,
It's barely bright enough
it
for my
gets the
prism
job
now.
done.
Sophia, light the way for us. Stay with me.
Get that light from Galadriel. Was this in the most recent, let go. Stop.
You can let go. Fine.
Should be good.
Sophia, open us a path. Everyone stay in the light. My prism isn't getting
shit.
much light over here. Be careful.
That's too far. Hot pirate Roma then.
Sophia, light the way for us.
He has the
Stop
dark
now.
side of the moon. Oh, I see. I gotta use this. I was trying to figure out if you were saying when she has the dark sides of the moon, you were just calling her caked up in a very poetic way. She magic? No, she has a prism. It's science, chat. I mean, not accurate science, but it is claimed to be science. What? I know, I'm just used to everyone making jokes about ass these days when it comes to a female character. It's like, is she caked up? I don't know, is she? You mean the prism? Oh, yeah, the prism, not the cake. You got any more damn sticks? Prism is made of cake.
Sophia, open us a path. Stay with me.
Probably has a, I have a hang, no, actually I have a pretty nice guy ass because I do my squats and my lunges. I'm not gonna lie. If you're looking for a caked up dude, I'm here.
Careful. It's barely bright enough for my prism now.
I don't know if that's actually a positive thing, but hey, if I ever have a daughter, she'll thank me. She gets these genes.
Sophia, light the way for us. Everyone stay in the light.
Yeah, I don't think rats are actually afraid of light in this way, by the way. Maybe fire, but I don't think a prism
Wait,
light would
don't go
scare
too
them
far.
off.
It's getting too... Sophia,
We're going to help you.
Who's thicker, Dartigan or a bowl of... Well, I'm probably going to like buy new pants soon from where I've been, putting on muscle weight. I'm at like 200 pounds now, so I'm hoping to get to like 210. So I'm definitely going to have to throw out a lot of my jeans. Guess they're crazed rats because of the disease. I think they're just carriers though. I don't think the disease actually affects them. Whoops. This is your fault, kid. You brought him here.
I hate you. I hate you all.
it's over. Let's move.
Magic light. You think a night bright would be in bulking season? I know that Phil had to retire like 4 pairs of pants a year. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of chicken and having some very protein dense smoothies I keep making. So I feel like I've hit a plateau for the time being though. I'm having trouble getting past 200, so I probably have to up. I really don't want to do that stuff where you have to start drinking like a bunch of eggs. If that's, I don't know. I hope that's not necessary. So hey, you down like half a dozen eggs in the morning, man. Like, do I have to? That sounds gross. Is the night dude dead? No, he's not dead. He got arrested once we got to the island. The Gaston died 3 dozen eggs.
Sophia, light the way for us. Stay close to me.
You two are a caked up dude. Law used to bodybuild. Hey, nice.
Stop. Too late. Sorry.
Hugo.
Either more protein or lifting heavier. See, I currently, I could definitely lift heavier than what I do reps in. I think I want to get a new bench because I don't really trust putting a lot more extra weight on my current bench and bar since they're not professional standard. So I currently only have 150 pounds of weight of plates plus the 10 pounds of the bar, so it's 160 I do my reps on. And I can do quite a few of those reps now. You have 160. Usually I'll do like 30 rep, 3 sets, 10 for 30 reps at the highest weight. Then I'll take 10 pounds off and do another 30 and then another 10 pounds off and do that. So until I've done like 100 benches total at different weights. That's what bench day is for me. So it's pretty solid. But I probably do need to invest in like a better bench so I can actually, lift more. After a certain amount of weight, you end up wanting to get a workout buddy. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Once you go past a certain amount of weight, you really need someone to spot for you to make it safe. And that's not exactly... most of my friends aren't into the idea of working out, I've noticed. So if I can find like a workout bench that has like some safety features, that'd be nice. Those usually cost a lot more though. What I'm thinking of getting is, though they're expensive, you know those like total gym racks? It has like the squat rack, it's got the bench press, it's got the pulleys all built into it. I'm thinking of getting one of those.
That card.
I also consider a Bowflex to get. I've always preferred. I don't have any too big of an issue with like the tension weightlifting, but I always like prefer actual just straight weight. I'm just pushing this, but yeah, I'm currently considering the idea of like the gym, the rack stuff. Hey, can you grab the thing, please? I need. Oh, I gotta break it. This thing's gonna start moving. Where is it? Oh, I gotta reach that.
Open the way for us, Sophia. Stay with me.
No, they're not really. These rats are leaving a lot of food wasted. It just like looks like they bring this guy against a wall instead of killing him by nibbling him.
All right, let go. I got it.
I think it's more just the amount of weight you want to get to. The beginner goal they normally point at is in the plates 1, 2, 3, 4 for overhead press, bench, squat, deadlift. True. Though I also feel some of my issue is like genetic. I seem like I put more weight on, the lower body better than I do the upper body. Oh shit. Oh, I can only run so fast. It's sacrilege. He possesses the Jo stone, the sacred Jo stone.
Sophia, open us apart. Everyone stay in the light.
She's charged it well, considering how long it seems to last.
Don't come too close!
We're going to help you.
Sophia, light a way for us.
No! 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 Please!
Goodness.
Why? I hate you! I hate you all!
It's over. Let's move. Come, this will stop.
Too late. It's all ruined.
You go. Fine.
How long have you been working out? Several years now, but I've only really gone hard on it the past year and a half.
That card. Yes, it will protect us. There's something on the ground. A beam.
It looks heavy.
We need a way to move it.
Try this again. You back into running at all? Not yet. I'm thinking of actually, instead of running right now, just doing 100 push-ups every morning. And then once I'm ready to like cut a little bit of weight, once I'm actually at the weight I want, then I'll start running. I feel if I start running right now, it might possibly ruin whatever gains I can actually get on. So I'm holding off. Plus it's getting ready to turn cold, so I'm hoping maybe at the start of spring I can start running again.
Sophia, open us a path.
Maybe
Stay
adding more
close to me.
calisthenics. I actually do a fair amount. I actually did like my core floor exercises today, and I've done those for like the past 2 days.
That's enough. Let go. Deal.
So I actually do more than just bench. I have like a couple days where I do like arms and shoulders, then I have a couple days where I do core, then I have a really solid leg day that usually leaves me feeling pretty sick. Avoid pneumonia. Well, you don't get pneumonia from just being cold. You get pneumonia from bacteria and viruses and stuff. You also did your core, just 8.
Get ready. Let's keep close to it. Close one.
Also, the Tabata protocol for working out only takes 5 minutes, and you can chain them together to do a 30-minute workout if you need to do something quick. I'm not familiar with that. It sounds like the high intensity short interval stuff. Okay, sure. Now we take control of this. This is now a workout stream, chat.
We're getting there.
Are you a bra? Are you putting on your gains? You have a home here.
He's the key.
Oh, it's so old. It's been dead a long time.
It is
There will be
high.
something
It is
left.
high intensity.
Something to
20
see.
seconds of full intensity
No, she
workout.
don't care about me.
10 seconds of
Don't
rest
say
for
that.
4 minutes total. Yeah, I've tried that before. It doesn't really work. I don't really
Hey,
like
will
it
you
too
stop
much.
torturing yourselves,
I
you
like
two?
really just focusing and
This is
taking my
hell.
time.
Yes. But we've got
I know
our
it does
hand.
work, but I
So
don't
we
think
stick
I'd
together and
be
see
able
this
to maintain it for very
She's
long.
right, Hugo.
I get tired, like, yeah,
We've got nothing else.
did it for a week and I'm good now.
And I'm sure there are survivors. Their palace is like a stronghold. True. It's the Count's duty to offer shelter to his people.
Input yoga. I actually do a lot of exercises. They're all about improving flexibility too. They're good for like isometric workouts. But while I don't do yoga, I I have pretty stable balance on one leg in a lot of positions, to put it simply. Alright, we gotta head over there. In all serious, I do plan on running until my operation. Need to lose some kilos. Not that, I mean, running's really good for it. Cardiovascular strength, and really, general, hey, kind of being lean. Been tagging it on at the end of my muscle days for cardio, bike sprints, or non-running days to get the cardio work in.
Come on. Just mind the flames.
Plus, if you do that cardio chat, you get that really sexy low resting heart rate. It's a very good bragging right. Let's see, that is too far away to reach. Is it? I don't know. It feels like it is. Oh, well, no. Not if I do this.
Open the way for us, Sophia. Stay with me.
Got enough belly as well. Well. Always
Careful.
losable.
It's Sophia, light the way for us. Stay close to me.
I actually picked up
It's there.
doing Will Hof breathing exercise. Is that where you like do really long breaths?
My prism
Where
isn't
you're
getting much light over here. Be careful.
Almost like you're doing like preparing to have a baby.
Sophia, open us a path. Stay with me.
We'll need a big
You can let go. Of
Interrupting the characters when they're trying to talk.
Get up now. Oh, quick.
Sure.
Just joined and wondering what the heck did I walk into? We're just
We're
talking
here.
about exercise today, apparently.
Finally.
To think it was right under our noses.
Now, Basilius. Where are you?
Where do you hide your most valuable treasure?
Underground?
Yes. He has to be down below.
That's
The map could
Lamaze.
be
The
entry
Wim
point.
Hot is 30 to
Are
50
we
full breaths,
breaking
followed
it?
by a
I guess
breath hold
so.
at 30 seconds. Repeat for however long you want.
Stay back, all right? Ready? push. Whoa! That was liberating.
Gotta love destroying history.
Cool map.
But that's too bad because it was very old. Yes.
Oh, at least they acknowledge it.
Come on.
Named after the one guy who does that Iceman thing where he sits in snowstorms
sealed.
with his shirt off and stuff.
Sealed against what?
I just figured that meant he was
Let's go
Finnish.
see.
You know, the Finns love to do hot and cold therapy. Like spend an hour in the sauna, then jump into like some freezing water.
This is it.
Apparently really good for you.
Come. It's too dark.
But the dark is afraid of you too. Just one light, and it's gone.
Not me, yells Nate. Well, most
Come on,
video
we'll
game
find a
characters
way.
are usually not that concerned with destroying history, if it's in their way. We shall shun those who show shame low intensity. Yeah, no. I never shame anyone for working
this
on it, even if
leads
it's a low, you know,
This is it.
even if it's just
I
a
feel
minor
it.
amount of exercise, as long as they're doing
First here in a
something.
long time.
Don't let go of
I always
my
think
hand.
that's really
I won't.
toxic. Like, hey,
Don't worry.
what's this guy even fucking doing in the gym? Like, no. Same thing you're doing, buddy. Just to catch me up on plot, what happened over the last hour of yesterday's stream? I remember us finding a room full of scrolls. We then went into another place and found where they'd kept the protector of the previous, like, boy child. And where she'd been, you know, locked up, basically. And then she, like, left a map telling us to go back to the map room because there was something underneath of it. So that's what we're doing now. Yep, so you haven't missed much. Just us, we went and we had to fight a bunch of slavers because they were around the fortress. And then we got there, found like the stone carving the girl left behind 1,000 years ago, which told us to come back to the map area and check below it. This game has been one long
I'll light it
school
up.
cross.
Yes, please.
And this chamber should not have been accessed for like over 1,000 years. There are burning hot coals over there.
Wait, something's happening.
Oh, please, no. What the hell?
Look at the size of this place.
What is this?
Some sort of temple?
It looks like it, yes.
At least Atreus won't require this much handholding. Yeah, but he's actually, you know, a bit older than this 5-year-old we have at our side. What would Atreus be doing at like 5 years old, besides being, you know, cute? Look, there's a reason 5-year-olds in like, you know, that age, they're only just good for being cute and adorable because that way we don't eat them.
On the
They're not meant to
ground,
be,
look.
you know,
The
useful.
order symbol again?
Yes, this is the place.
Basilius is here. Somewhere.
What is that?
There was something inside.
It's long gone anyway. Let's keep going.
Atreus also has the body of a god horse. Well, he doesn't really use it for anything. He still just shoots a bow. Whatever his godhood is, if he has any, it ain't exactly, you know, showing itself. When you think about it, chat, when you actually look at what Atreus' abilities are, he really just got the hand-me-downs that Kratos got in the previous games. He has the bow, which is usually like Kratos' like, you know, range weapon. And he also gets like the powers, the handful like magic spells Kratos would get that you'd almost usually never use in the previous games. Those also went to him. That was like a neat way of actually cutting down on the bloat of like the combat. The previous God of War games, you only had to focus on 2 weapons, and well, you can also punch as well if you throw your weapon away. And while the boar got the range stuff and the spells.
Look at that door. What a mess. What happened here?
You got stabbed and
marks.
nothing
There
happened?
was a blast here.
Stabbed.
Was it an accident?
I'd say they were blown open.
Yes.
I don't remember that part, but I remember
really
him
wanted
also
to get
getting
in.
ragey,
Let's
but
see the rest.
obviously Spartan rage wouldn't be a godhood thing. That just from Sparta being very angry. I don't think that was
There
part
was
of like
another blast
Kratos'
here
power
too.
set, like,
Against
Spartan rage, my
destroyed.
godly
Has to
strength.
be her.
He's just always
Amy,
kind of strong, eh? He's
she
just
escaped the
strong and
trouble.
angry.
She destroyed all this.
She wanted to take Basilius back. She forced her way through. We're on her trail.
She broke all this? How? She tunneled her way back in. Baldur stabbed him in the back, felt nothing. Yeah, I don't remember that scene.
There's space behind. Let's try through there.
We're really going through there.
Don't worry. It held for centuries. Going deeper.
Hopefully we'll catch up with her somewhere.
Dev said rage is related to Kratos not knowing he was a god. I don't know. Well, the thing about the whole Kratos being a god thing is that it's also been retconned a few times. He wasn't a god when he started off. He was just first he was a man who was just very strong and angry. Then he became a god, whether they made him god of war. Then he lost that powers, and you found out he was always a half a god because he's a demigod essentially because he's the half mortal, half god parents. And then in the new games, he says he was born a god, even though he wasn't. It's all a confusing mess, so they've never really decided on what is the true, the full thing. It's like, it's whatever we need it to be. God of War does Celtic mythology next to what gods can we, well, the Mimir guy is from Celtic mythology, right? Whether they would go there and do anything, I couldn't tell you. They've hinted at possibly, like, Egypt and, like, Japan, from what I remember of, like, the last game.
We'll see.
And now he's just the god. Well, you kind of have to accept the retcons, but it doesn't mean I can't point it out. You coming? Truth doesn't decide that moment, whatever the moment won't be. I mean, also, do you remember in God of War 3 when after he's apparently had his godhood stripped of him in the Sega game, like Hera's like, you'll die and grow old in this garden because it's like a puzzle place. And yet here he is like how many centuries or millennia later in, Norseland and still hasn't grown old or died of it. Even though he never got his godhood back. So yeah, even if he was a god, he poured his godly power into the Sword of Olympus, didn't he? That was the whole point of like the beginning of God of War 2, and he never got that power back. So he must be a much lesser god than he was at that. See, it's all a big mess. None of it really makes any sense.
Landslide.
I mean, I even pointed out how
That's her.
having the Blades of
She really
Chaos
shook
doesn't
the
make
whole
any
place
sense,
up.
since he lost those in the first game and never got them back.
She was right.
I like how they keep pointing out Kratos is older, but he literally has no... Yeah, he just has maybe a few crow's feet, and that's it. I mean, he is a god. I would expect him to, like, not really aging not to matter. They apparently are, live forever, right? As long as nothing kills them. And these fires have been burning for a very long time.
It's stuck.
He needed
Hey,
to live
wait,
forever
those
so he
tanks.
can
They held
milk
body
the
fire.
franchise.
Isn't
True.
that a weapon?
Not always. They must have used it to keep their lights burning. One is still sealed.
You think it could explode?
In a tank like that? Yes. Let's try it against that door.
Really?
These walls held long enough.
That has to weigh how many hundreds of
I've
pounds?
done my fair share
Barrel
of
full of
blowing things
liquid.
up, you know. There. Now take cover. Amicia, you handle the ignition.
Are we far enough away?
Yes. Just keep your head
Do I
down.
need to use a bow? Shoot an ignifier at the copper tank to make them explode and destroy nearby obstacles.
It worked.
That was loud.
Kratos and Egypt would be
See?
cool. I
It's
wonder if they would
holding.
give the gods
Come
all
on,
animal heads.
It'll be fine.
But yeah, it wouldn't really make much sense for him to be in Egypt because if you're already like dealing with like the Norse stuff, I'm pretty sure like all the Egyptian stuff has already been kind of come to an end. Well, yeah, if you're already in doing like Greek mythology times, and all the Egyptian stuff has come to an end. But time travel is apparently now a thing in it, after all. Apparently that's how the snake got there. There's alchemical ammo, which enables her to kill enemies by throwing a jar. Guess we'll go for this one. It's not going there yet. Honestly, though, I wouldn't be... Here's the thing, chat. I kind of feel that going after other pantheons would be kind of milking the franchise too much. I feel that the series should be brought to an end after the Norse stuff is wrapped up, and they shouldn't continue it anymore. Is that a bad take? I don't know. Maybe it is, but
Let's take a
I
look
feel it's
around.
pretty complete at that point, or at least in terms of what Kratos' character development you can do with him. I mean, he's already like kind of redeemed himself from his past mistakes, his like bad father and everything else. Once the Norse happened, I mean, yeah, so I really feel like this should kind of be the end of it. Instead of just continue like that, time to go kill another pantheon, I guess. Guessing that's where I got to go, so maybe I should go check out this one first. I mean, they could do it, I guess they could do the series, but
Are we
with like
going to
new
block that door
characters.
too?
Probably be the better way of doing it. Or they just reboot the series. I don't care about the lore. I care how far I care about killing. I mean, they do that too, but I mean, I'd rather them, if they want to keep it going, just like have a new character take over or something, and not just like, hey, it's boys' time now. We're gonna bring this place down on us with these many explosions, by the
Everybody
way.
all right? Guess so.
All clear. Let's go back.
I opened that door, so let me go check out this other one I blew open. Is this the way to go?
Dead people.
The Order's guards, probably. We found Alia's trail again.
She didn't
This
like
is
to
the way
take
to go.
prisoners.
They pushed her, I guess.
New character would be fun. Yeah, they could have like a new character that's not tied to like Greek, or maybe like you could do that one with the Egypt or Japanese or something. Or even Aztec if you want to get really wild with it.
Look,
There are birds here?
Yes. Cave birds.
which means we're not alone here.
And he's not alone either.
Was it intentional that
Exactly.
Konami released the
Let's keep going.
directs of their?
And maybe we'll
I
see
think
it.
it was probably
If it
not
hasn't
intentional
been too
since they are
scared.
rival companies at that point
Yes.
when it comes to horror stuff. They just obviously, if you have horror stuff to announce, there's reason cause a celebre, whatever the Latin is for that term, for talk about it in October. So I'm guessing he just worked out there like a day apart. Can't actually do the series of God of War without Kratos. I mean, the series is called God of War. It doesn't necessarily mean Kratos only. They could keep it going with other characters, but not necessarily under the name God of War. Presume something like a different game within the God of War world. I mean, I feel like as long as you have like a God of War from other pantheons be a big part of it, you're covered. God of War and God of War is Kratos. It's about him, and the devs have admitted that. I mean, okay. There's a lot of stuff they've talked about before they've changed, you realize.
That door wears her mark. It looks like it collapsed behind her. How do we
Shark
open
door?
this?
I want to see Angry Man be. Well, the whole point of the new series is that he's less angry, though.
I think she came through here.
Look. That
Can't-
cart
Was
floated
she
with
the
some
girl
Greek
like
fire
bending
tank we saw.
iron with her hands?
That
she do that?
looks dangerous.
Look, crack here.
Let's check.
Is this like some like Roman Byzantinian like steamwork shit?
Ah, it opens the portcullis.
God, it's about to go.
Well, It's open.
Good.
I think.
You know, I'm starting to see her in you. Aelia,
Babylonians, the
I'm
Assyrians, people
as desperate as
earlier
her.
than that.
because you don't
I think
let
one of
go.
them was called Aster. You know, here's an idea for your future God of War series, chat. So far, it's always been like Kratos doing all the work, like killing like currently existing like worship pantheons. What if like a dead civilization's gods came back because they like they does what does a pantheon of gods do once their civilization that worship them crumbles? So what if you had like the Assyrians and Babylonians, like their pantheon, like you show like, hey, we're to reclaim this earth. That could be interesting, I think. Cord. Oof. I look over at my big idea and I see the word cord.
Wow. How is it even possible?
What is this place?
All these
That gate
spoons
over
can be
there will
good
tell
for the
us.
structural integrity. Well, maybe it's like solidly, solid bedrock. What's up, nerd? What's up, Garlic Mama? How you doing? Did a bunch of people just come in at once? Did Twitch finally send out the notifications?
We shouldn't be here.
Well, we are.
Let's have, like, Kratos rip Baba Yaga's head off or something. Who knows? Kratos versus the foot fetishes. No, I'm gonna see Kratos versus furries.
Amicia, quick!
I knew it! This place is bad!
Wait. Those fires. Those rails. They built all this to keep them at bay.
What?
Yes, we can clear a path.
If you say so. Where do we start?
Could you just break through the stone floor? Yeah, they do that often.
Mounted on rails.
Their
fed
rats
by
are
quick fire.
basically like water, is what this series has taught me. They can like geyser out of the ground through even the tiniest crack.
Good. Let's see. Come here.
So you've seen that before? At the other end of the country? No coincidence, I imagine?
No, the macula connects it all. Right, this is done.
Okay. One more.
Here we go. How are you doing, Hugo?
I'm scared.
That's normal. It will be all right.
Hey, what the hell? Where'd my rope go? Oh, that's as far as it'll go? Gee. Oh, there's rocks blocking. Okay, we can use the gypsy light. Hey, Doctor Baby, happy birthday to me. Hey, happy birthday, man. Hope you had a good one. Lots of cake and maybe like a good present or two.
Well done! Let's push this one.
Good. They can also be pushed. Give me a hand.
Sure.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay, so we can like then we got a big torch puzzle.
There's a junction in the track. Let's switch direction. Hey, Hugo. Do you realize how many times those rats have tried to get us?
Yes. Not.
But we always outsmarted them. Because they don't care about each other.
And we do.
Exactly.
I'm
That's
pretty
as
sure
far
the
as it
rats
goes.
care about each
Hey,
other.
there's a track
That's
that leads
awesome.
straight to the bridge, but this wreck seems to be in the middle.
Let me see.
Oh, that sounds like something an explosion can work with.
No more more cart wreck.
Just have to get to that other track now.
I can't wait to see what lies beyond that bridge.
Are you really
I
sure?
will have
This
cake and ice
carrier
cream
is
on
the
Sunday.
answer
Oh,
you
you're
need?
yeah.
How
I've
could
done
he
those
not
delayed
be?
things too, where you're like,
Everything
yeah,
points
holiday
here.
could be delayed by a day. It
Alien
doesn't really
led us
matter.
They're dead people pointing at each other.
And they're all we have. The truth.
I don't want to know the truth, Amicia.
Oh, maybe I've been
you
shaving this
too.
bottle of Smirnoff for a while.
Sophia, open us a path! Everyone
Ratty
stay in
rat,
the
rat,
lights.
rat. Some bomb lyrics you got there.
Wait, don't go too far. It's getting too... Open the way for us, Sophia! Stay with... Sophia, light the way for us! Stay close to me!
You see all the drama involving Rooster Teeth lately? I have actually not paid attention to Rooster
let
Teeth
go.
in quite a while.
Fine.
Like, literally, like, it's been a while since I ever watched Red vs. Blue.
How are you doing, Hugo?
Feel funny.
How funny.
Come on, Hugo. We're almost there.
But I'm assuming
How
it's
sure
probably
are you
something,
about
you know,
that?
whenever
Because
something
this
becomes a
place-
business,
Well, I
YouTubers
am
become a
sure.
business,
I'm
there's
sure
always
this
some
carrier
drama,
is
right?
what Hugo dreamt of this island. But most of all, I'm sure we have no other option.
Fine. That was... Forget it.
Oh, I'm really sorry. But we have to do this.
One day, one of these rats will adopt
Get
4
angry.
baby turtles.
I'm not.
I mean, they're just as unusual rats as the old Splinter was. Well, Splinter wasn't a rat, he was a Japanese man who got turned into a rat. Oh wait, no, I can take it over there. Serious bullying and not paying well. Yeah, that sounds about right. Can't push this far enough to get to the thing, though. I use like a pot. Make some oil, then we should be able to like keep it going for a while. Make it a big fuss, like it ain't that bad. That's from the cartoon, not the original comics. Well, I've never read the original comics. I'm pretty sure the vast majority of people who know anything about Ninja Turtles, it all comes from the cartoons, though. Keep that in mind. Being a purist here will not help you in any way. Excuse me, you obviously haven't read the comics. The F in Silent Hill stands for... No, the F... Yo, it's pronounced Silent Hill. You need to... People need to start getting it right. It's a brave new title. It's the lower section? A lower section. Whatever. It's just more like, here's some more of the old crafting supplies. I've already got like a full stock up.
There must be a way to get rid of that wreck.
Your mom's a Silent Hill? I mean, thank you.
Here. We've done it.
Finally. Good work.
Yes. Let's push forward.
Yeah, there's like, yeah, they're just like, man, here's some more crafting stuff. I got plenty of it.
More order guards. I can't believe she took them on by herself.
That girl must have been one fearsome fighter.
She was committed. He
Are
was
these the same
everything
rats
to
from
her.
the Steve
Something
Cuts film?
bad was happening to him.
Yes, I'm just gonna answer in the affirmative.
Do you know what it was?
I just feel
I have no reason to say otherwise,
like in my dream.
because I don't know what film you're
I
referring to.
was dying.
Lord, I hope she made it. Please, give us something.
So the next sim video is going to be God of War. Right now, my next one is currently the Silent Hill Homecoming video, and the next one after that will likely be Call of Duty, and then God of War. Since we still have a few weeks out before God of War releases. So I'll have time to do the Call of Duty vid as well.
We should go back.
Protect one, protect all. That's the writing from the fort's chapel.
It's her. Aelia. The carrier's protector.
She really gave them hell.
But she died alone. What's wrong, Hugo?
Don't want you to die.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Come on,
Wish Chris and Claire Redfield
You're a
had more
big
story
boy.
put into their relationship. I mean,
let's have a look at that door.
they didn't really have much today. Hey, maybe they ever remake Code Veronica, they can,
I know how it feels.
do that angle properly.
Fighting alone.
That lady
Fighting
had
not
one
to be
square
alone.
jawline from the look of her skull.
I just hope you found peace.
So is
where
this
you
the
are.
mom and Lucas dead? No, this is like the we're tracing the history of like the previous carrier and his
You got
protector
any idea how we're gonna open
from like
this?
1,000 years ago, and that was the body of the
should go
previous
back.
protector.
What? After all this? Come on.
Claire, the
Are
college.
you feeling better?
I don't think she went to college, did she?
So.
She spent her like those years looking for her brother Chris,
We're all
and
tired,
sneaking into umbrella
But we're
facilities.
together, right?
Like I mentioned, if they ever did
open
redo
this
remake
door.
Code Veronica, they'd have to basically take the basic, rip the entire thing apart, and reinterpret everything since it's so shit. There is like a fan production currently going on to remake Code Veronica and like Unreal Engine. I don't know if it's gonna be any good or not. Am I the only one tired of the poetry of rhyme stories? They're not always as clever as they think they are. Or history repeating itself is another way of putting it.
A cart. What's it doing here? I'll need help to hold this thing open.
Can you like grab one in, lady? No.
Sophia, can you take care of it?
My pleasure.
Travel the world, but nothing comes close to the Golden Coast. Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love with... Okay. You singing some song lyrics there at the gym?
There's a pole attached to it. It must be for something.
Howdy, what's up, Jim? How you doing? We got another thing over here, over here. So is any side character gone? This plague is fake. I know my rights. I ain't getting no vaccine. Not yet. I mean, it's kind of hard to deny the rats are eating people.
How many people were operating this door? Need to go back to it.
This ain't no liberal conspiracy, I don't believe. Anything happened since yesterday's stream? We're in another underground area looking at history. We found the body of the previous, macula protector. We apparently killed, 1,000, Byzantine soldiers all on her own. Impressive girl. You know, they literally, died fight. This many dudes, plus more, all died to kill this one lady.
Aelia.
At least she came equipped more than a sling, then I guess. Do you think there are space vampires down here? Let's hope not.
There's something coming out of the wall.
Huh. I think this is a break to hold the bar in place.
Maybe I can help.
Hmm. Another break, right? Alright.
I wonder if we could use the cart to hold down a lever.
Sophia, can I count on you?
Consider it done.
All right, this is something.
It's moving the middle bars.
That thing that... Go on, Hugo.
Go, Hugo.
Alright.
Do a puzzle. Okay. I get 2 bars at once. I need to, like, hold it down with that. But there's a thing in the way. Yeah, that's... Do something about the grate. Is Black Adam the thing from Edge Runners? No, Black Adam is like a comic book guy. Now played by The Rock. But, you know, you're probably thinking of Adam Smasher. Why did you take away my ability to run, game? Wait, why are you trying to hold hands with a ghost? Oh,
Please
what the
don't
fuck?
leave me again.
Why'd he come over here? Said hold the
I'll
lever.
let you do it, Hugo.
Very well.
Yeah, I can't push this card anymore, so I have to use it where it's at. Only lever I could possibly hold up is that one. I can't even, like, aim at that over there. There's like a... Oh, that's in the way.
I'll
Does
need
this
help
make
to
that
hold this thing
go
open.
up? Okay. Actually, yeah, she doesn't need to hold that anymore, does she? Since that's in place.
You can let go now.
Let's do this.
I need your help, Sophia.
All right.
That raise up and that gets moved. Nope. Stop.
You can stop now.
Consider it
Alright.
done.
Go do that.
Sophia, can you take care of it?
My pleasure.
This one opens the top and bottom bars.
Oh, it does. Okay. Overthinking it.
I think it did the trick. We can let go. That ground lever looks fully out now. Let's give it a try. Let's open this, Sophia.
I'm a bit nervous about it, to be honest.
Come on, this is too important. It's working.
Yes, this is happening.
Well, I'm trying. Nothing's happening. Oh, I was hitting buttons every analog stick direction. They weren't moving. Oh, there we go.
What's that smell?
It shouldn't be open. We can still close it.
No, we'll find Basilius.
Goodness. I don't like what I see in there.
It's going even.
No, oh, don't go backwards.
We can still leave Amicia.
No. We'll pass that door all together. We're here. If you want to go back, Sophia, now is the time.
Let's go.
I want to go back.
Please, Hugo.
Can I? Oh, I need thing. smell of asbestos. That's not a good smell. I don't think. What is, no, can you even? Doesn't even have a scent. It's definitely ain't good to breathe in.
What are we breathing?
Rat's nest. But the air is much thicker.
It's been there a long time.
Since Basilius?
I think so. Oh, I feel funny.
Your head.
There's
Feel the rats, boy.
noise.
Courage.
It doesn't, as far as I know. What, asbestos? Go breathe in a good sample and get back to it. This is where all the rats come from. It's where the source of the curse that controls the rats come from.
What is that?
This is not welcoming.
Let's see.
Okay, they found your brother's room. Ah.
That did something. Definitely. Prepare to run, just in case.
And the ancients were really good at building really bad bridges, weren't they?
Fortress.
Let's keep going.
Let's have our bridge movable. And here we are in our modern day technology. Like, what if our bridges just like stayed still and reduce the complexity of them?
It seems to go all the way.
But there's a missing piece.
Yes.
Look, here. There's a way down. Well, it's steep, but
Right. It could work. I'll
Not
try
welcoming.
first.
Oh,
Be
what tripped you up?
careful.
Probably all the rat goo on the wall.
Amicia, no!
Are drawbridges exclusive to moats? Pretty much. Drawbridge can only be made so big. Oh, fuck.
Are you alright?
nothing broken. No, just a bit shaken up. But now we know. That was a bad idea.
How can you come back?
I'll look around and see what I can do.
What do we find
for
under
me.
the symbol of this
Take
place? This is like the rat temple. You could start by entering the Hall of Monkeys.
Now, how am I going to get back? Wait, those chains, counterweights, they left the bridge pieces. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not the behold the dwarf city of Daroduff. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta get over there. Is that a Legends of Hidden Temple reference I just heard? It was. Like the best, like, you know, children's game show that no children could win at.
They handle the bridge.
Another piece missing. Over there.
All right, I'll keep moving and take care of it.
Nowadays, we can't even do like big ball pits without people breaking their back. We used to put like young children to like jump bungee cords and have them like joust battle with each other.
Really?
We've lost so much from the, you know, the ancient days of the 90s when, you know, technology had a purpose.
She's done this before.
Hello, Dar. What's up, game person? How you doing, man?
More stubborn than them. This is all terrifying. I'm terrified. But it doesn't
Can you throw me your
strong
prism?
Anyway, right?
You're really terrified.
Yes. Keep it a secret.
Thank you, Sophia.
Which didn't make those to the proper specifications. Well, I think it was some other company. It was just at Twitch's event, but it was some other company doing it. Okay. So I gotta use something else. Oh shit. Probably light that up before I go over there. Ooh, careful, careful. Looks like the Lonely Mountain from The Hobbit. This was built by the Byzantinians, actually. Yeah, the closest thing we have to the dwarves. according to this game. This man just said Byzantinians. What else was it called? The Byzantines? Byzantines? No. Byzantinians. Who are they gonna argue? They don't exist anymore. I can call them whatever I want.
Just perfect. I feel surrounded.
Don't get too used to it.
Good.
You're safe.
Oh, well, would the Byzantinian community like to launch a
told you she'd
complaint?
do it.
They can, cancel me on Twitter if they like, if they can. Be the Byzantinians. History pretends you are. Ledge paint guy's alive. Oh yeah, he's been heavy-handed in this game. He's been everywhere.
Here we go.
Well done.
Did it work?
Yes, we can cross all the way.
You need to find a way to come back now.
I will. Don't
Why
worry.
don't we ever bring rope?
Please, make it an easy way. He's holding on by a
East
thread.
Rome will never fall. Well, they did last for a very long time. Like, literally, the Byzantine Empire lasted to, like... Actually, not as far back as people think. It's like, made it into, like, the... when did the yeah, it wasn't actually that long ago the Byzantine Empire came to, like, a final end, right?
What do we have
Well, yeah,
here?
that's what I was thinking, 1453. So, actually, wouldn't the Byzantine Empire still be around when this game is taking place? This is, like, what, 1353 or something like that? I mean, they'd obviously
Let's
changed
get
a great deal at that point. You could barely even call them, like, Roman Empire anymore. Where is some? Rome lasted longer than any other government on Earth. True. Though the Chinese like to brag they have over 4,000 years of history. They've just been like a very bunch of different governments and dynasties, though. Never used to bother me before, but ever since watching your videos, I've been noticing ledge paint. Well, it's just basically a way of anti-frustration measure of making sure when you have like platforming in modern day games with a lot of like climbing, that you know where to jump to. I mean, it's fun to make fun of, but it's not really a bad thing. Just like when you have like white tape on something you can grab hold of. It's just an innocuous way of like, hey, you can grab onto this. It's there to draw your attention. Because when it comes down to it, if you didn't have it there a lot of times, there would be a lot of frustration. It just, it's there for the good reason. They play tested the game and found people kept getting, lost or jumping at things and dying. But just, you know what, just put some white paint on it. That way they know.
You'll make it.
Of course I will. I'll
Yep,
make
the
all
Ottomans,
this
the
work,
sack of
Hugo.
Constantinople. As the end of them.
No, I will. I will do it.
Well, she means it, boy. Trust her.
Come on, Basilius, give us something. He's worth it. I promise. I beg you.
Still like to think there was a great and mighty adventurer named Bartholomew Gaius Ledgepaint, the third ledge painter of the world. Well, if you want to make that game, be my guest.
Damn wreck.
Hey, you're stuck, right?
Yes. Can't go further with my cart.
Go around the wreck. We have something for you.
Coming. Hey, I'm here.
Ah, are you all right?
We found more Greek fire.
I'll send you a tank to get that thing out of the way.
We put a rope around it so you can catch it.
Perfect.
Step back, Hugo.
Oh,
Here it comes.
I see it.
you put a rope around it so I could catch it, but you didn't just have use the rope to throw down to me so I could. Oh, you fucking dicks! You're thinking in like a few miles ahead of reality here. Like you could have just like let me climb the rope.
Perfectly, thank you. I'll go back to the
Actually, I was actually leaving Istanbul the day if you were actually leaving Istanbul the day it fell to the Ottomans and Dartigan, President of Turkey was making a speech about how they will defeat the Greeks. Uh, is that really still like a big thing in Turkey? Like that history? Like, hey, we still have some beef, you mean you... I mean, I know that Turks and the Greeks do not get along, even though they're both members of NATO. But they still like bringing it back to like, you know, the days of the Byzantine Empire and then, you know, the fall of that. I mean, there's levels of petty, but, you know, some places can get really petty.
Back to it. Now focus. Find Visayas. Grab whatever you can find and get out. Then he'll live.
I feel like there's something over there I can grab. Gotta grab this arrow, then quickly run back, right? Why are the rats even a threat anymore? They will eat you. But the child can only barely control them. They've kind of like changed a few things since the end of the first game, where he was like commanding an entire army of them to fight the Rat Pope. They still haven't forgiven each other for 1920 when they tried to genocide each other and they are arguing over the Aegean Islands. Dartigan says if Greece enforces its maritime exclusive zones like it's allowed to according to the law of the sea, he will take the... Yeah, I know that basically the Aegean Sea is like almost entirely Greek because of all the islands that are part of the Greek archipelago, right? I do know that Turkey has been really... They're kind of really sore about that because that, you know, seafloor is a very valuable thing these days. I didn't know he was threatening to literally take the Aegean Islands. It'd be kind of weird they did, because they're supposed to be NATO allies, too.
You're here.
Hey.
During lockdown, you read about the major enemies of Rome, and it's incredible how often the Romans would never accept defeat.
It's all right.
They were good enough to beat one Roman army after another. One would just
No, we
spring
better
up.
go.
Yeah, that's kind of like what happened with
I'm
Hannibal.
here now.
Like, that was like
Let's
the
go.
biggest, like, you know, doomer they ever got was after they lost initially to Hannibal. Like they were like doing like sacrifices, like, oh, and someone were saying we should sue for peace, but then he's like, they just doubled down to like, you know what, we're just gonna adopt this guy's tactics and use them against him. And they managed to like not only like beat him but take control of Carthage. The Greeks are still angry over the genocide they suffered during the Ottoman occupation of Greece. Oof, yeah. Sometimes I forget how much history Europe has. This year is actually like the 100th year anniversary of the 1922 Greek-Turkish War, which was the great disaster for the Greeks and the Turks, the great victory. Yeah, I also know that like after the end of World War II, oh, actually after there was like World War I, that Greek wanted Istanbul back, right, didn't they? Mainly because it controls a major like sea lane into like the Black Sea. Okay, we want that. Used to be ours. Back.
I'm sad.
Which game has the best soundtrack to you? Oh, that is such a difficult question to answer, you realize. There's a lot of games with really great soundtracks out there. I mean, just off the top of my head, recently, you've had, like, even though I haven't played it, Hades apparently has a really good soundtrack. Final Fantasy VII Remake has a kick-ass soundtrack. I really hate the idea of even just naming one, because there's a lot of good ones. I mean, the Bosphorus, yeah, that one. It's, you know, it's kind of important. British promised it to the Greeks during World War I, and then never got pretty much. Mainly because they didn't. I think there's a lot of politics involved, but they didn't like the idea of like another European power having that kind of control over a sea lane either. Like, you know what? Maybe we won't.
Guess that means we're getting close.
Stray has an amazing sound. I can't really remember much of the music of Stray actually.
The end of the bridge.
Any
Time
no
to
love
see
for
where
Metal
this
Hill.
leads.
I've only played the demo of it, so I've only played about maybe 20 minutes of it. I can't recommend a game I haven't played. So they got to take the easy way across the big drawbridge, huh? The Ottoman Empire being divided by the British, French, and well, to be fair, they did they were on the losing side of World War One.
Oh, that smell. It's suffocating. Oh.
British was afraid the Greeks would let the Russians control Constantinople. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, European, you know, the
Alicia,
European, yeah,
don't want to,
European
but we
peace is
have
still kind of
to.
a modern thing, isn't
We
it?
have to.
Really just been since 1945. There's a reason if you actually look through history, like most of the wars humanity has ever fought have all been in Europe. Like the vast majority of them. Oh, so I was going through Gotham Knights and it's Cinnable. Oh, I've heard it's actually shit. I'm not sure if I'm playing it.
It looks bad.
Lord, it feels like a cathedral.
They built this for him.
So, he's down there?
We're getting into like some Giger-like
heart of all
architecture
this.
again here.
It
With all the
looks
ribs
like
and
what
stuff on the
last
wall.
Threshold would do. Aelia failed to reach him, and this is what happened.
But what? What happened?
Put it this way,
And
Gotham
what
Knights is
happened
held
to
together
him?
by a piece of... I just heard it's not a very good game.
Have to.
I'm not really in
He
the mood to
brought
play
you
another one
here.
like another game like that at the
It's-
moment.
Your legacy.
To be fair, no one seemed like they were
legacy?
excited about that game, or at least no
What's
one
your
in general.
normal?
Ever since it got announced, people were like, oh, "I'll just wait for like the Suicide Squad." Main menu theme for Deus Ex, the best piece. Da, 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 da. Yep, it is pretty memorable. Just hearing that, me humming that alone will make someone reinstall the game.
Hugo, before we get things
People
back to
are able to
normal,
speed run the game and beat it within a couple hours. We have to beat it 4 times though, right?
I keep ruining things.
but you don't do it on purpose. You're a child.
There were children in the Red City too.
It's tough, Hugo. We don't know each other very well, but I know you
Looks
deserve
like
a second chance. Even
Heart
if
set? What the fuck?
we have to find it in hell.
Yes.
Didn't even get Kevin Con. Isn't he retired from the role now though?
Not yet. Getting louder. I want him out of my head.
We're close. If he's down there, so is what could save you.
What's the point? If I keep ruining everything.
Stop. You have to trust me.
Like Watch Dogs Legion, everyone just gets special cutscenes interactions, like Harley Quinn will compliment Nightwing's ass and call him Nightbutt. Oh. Sounds, you know, just perfect. Yeah, it just always looked kind of bleh in the trailers. I think they're like focusing all their attention on, hey, we got this Suicide Squad game coming out that's by Rocksteady. Yeah, let's pay attention to that.
I can't. Alicia. Sophia.
Sweetheart.
Please, I know.
No, you don't. Why are you doing this?
Amicia,
Come, I'll carry you. We'll do this together.
this is too much.
Watch Dogs Legion. Well, did that game scar me? No, it did not. It wasn't bad. Scar me.
I did
That
it
seems
for
like
you.
they left a mark. No, it was a boring game.
You'll have it.
Wasn't like it's trauma in my
Must live
past.
First. I need you.
I'm scared of myself,
Stop.
Alicia.
You will live. We will fight. We will hold. Come on. Come.
Yeah, it didn't look like the other guy got a happy end either.
Is that the carrier? They imprisoned him.
But why?
They were scared of him, of his power. this is why they built all this. They were always afraid.
They left a child to die.
He unleashed the rats. They tore through their walls. They couldn't stop them. It started here.
What?
The Justinian plague.
He was sad. So sad and angry.
So that's why the macula brought us here? Oh, there has to be something. A scroll? A file? Oh,
Bad writing?
something.
I see nothing.
Has to be an answer.
Aya, she failed.
That ain't how rats are born, by the way.
Amicia.
She failed, Sophia.
I know.
It's unfair. When I die,
You won't die.
I will also kill them all.
No, Hugo. He wasn't meant to die. When they took him from his protector, he lost hope. So he gave in to the macula and condemned them
Plague
all.
cleaned out Italy in the 800s. Why are we pretending this is related to a plague? Well,
if one word from her had reached
because
him,
the plague of Justinian was another plague that was
he would
first
have
game maybe
known he
mentioned.
wasn't alone.
This isn't the
He
first
would
time
have
this has
lived
happened.
and spared millions. Do you understand? You won't die. I'm here for you, and I will give you the life you deserve. A life without fight. Do you want that? Let's find ourselves a home. I don't think they agree. What's going on? We must go.
The rat wounds are bursting.
Quick! Move! Right!
You don't want me to leave.
They'll get something! Save your breath! Stay with me!
What is it supposed to be? Well, it is a motion. The kid believes he's gonna like die or be like tortured. He's like, oh, I'll kill millions like they did back in the day.
Yeah, come on, Hugo! Everything's going to collapse!
They're so angry.
Ignore them, just run! Oh no, they're not slowing down!
So collapsing.
We can still do it!
All the cameras pulling back.
Try and see if they're on our heels! Climb quick!
Trying.
Running in the 90s intensifies.
Leave us.
Ignore them, Hugo! Breathe! Keep running!
Where's Sophia?
Sophia! I'm right here! See an exit! Nothing yet! Keep going!
Just randomly running directions will find the way.
No.
What?
They're coming. They're so
Running this new,
many.
we've done this several times in the game actually.
Come on!
My legs.
Yes, finally!
I think it's falling. Alicia.
Keep running! Don't look back! Bloody Bridget! Go to hell!
Architecture though.
I'll push you up! Keep going! These bastards are not to the right! I see light! Yes! It's the outside!
No.
Give it all you have, Hugo!
There's gonna be like enemies that are gonna take us prisoner after we get out, right?
We're getting out!
We heard the explosion. We can't be sure.
Tell me they're sealed inside.
I think we're fine. Anyone hurt?
Why are they
Hugo?
such a force? And they've always been.
Horrible.
Yes. I'm sorry you had to see that. The macula lured you in.
The macula really has a way with children.
They put chains on him.
Yes, but you'll live. That's what's most important.
I mean, they just are. It's the
That's
game
what
wants them to
was
be.
most important.
There's just a lot of them, and
I'm
they can be
scared to see
controlled
people
and
that are
directed.
bad. I'm scared of what they'll make me do.
You're right. Listen. There will always be people who do terrible things.
Why they imprison him
That's how
instead of
the
just
world
killing
is.
him? Would have, I
You have
guess they wanted to
trust
study him
in
more.
your own goodness and goodness of others. People who care, who want
What
you
is
to be
engines
happy.
collapsing does? Well, they have to have a endpoint to the
Like
chase
me?
sequence. They can't just have the rest of the game be running toward the camera.
Friends make you want to be good, right? you doubt it, I understand. But you can trust me. You can trust us.
I trust you.
We'll find a place of our own. Let's leave this island.
We have a boat to catch.
Vodka really does
And a
taste
sea
the
of
way rubbing
rats to
alcohol
cross
smells.
first.
Well, that's why you're supposed to
They
like
won't
mix
stop
it with
us.
stuff. Are you
Everything
drinking
is
it straight?
different.
There's your problem. Chapter 12. 5 chapters left now, huh? Imagine being a professional choir and have to go, ooh, well, I'm pretty sure that's a large part of their
Things are
job.
not getting better.
Your
Although
problem
it
is you live in
seems they
Alabama.
figured the
You know what?
critters out already.
I really don't buy the idea. Like, oh, I live in a certain
Others
area, I
did
gotta
before
drink.
and died anyway. It's too late.
It's always a
We must
choice.
go.
But
It's not just about this island anymore, Hugo. We need to leave or we'll doom everything.
So why aren't we headed toward our boat instead of we're going back toward the palace? How are they going to fix all this? Actually, they don't know. They're just planning to leave now. So we're going toward the harbor. I asked what there is to do around here, and I was just told drink and eat. Well, I'm obviously not eating.
Careful with the drop here.
I mean,
all right,
I feel like you can find other ways of your creative energy.
he's dead.
No choice. Sorry.
Yes. Sorry.
Come, we'll cross.
I mean, I've lived in some pretty boring areas. I never had to resort to like, yep, time for binge drinking.
Good. Now we do things safe and slow. No taking stupid risks. Hugo, if you feel funny, tell us right away.
I will.
Can't wait to leave this rock.
All right, the harbor. Come.
Hey, my lady!
What is it now?
You're the Countess's guests, aren't you? Are you hurt?
No.
We have orders to escort you safely to the palace.
Actually, we were about to leave.
You have guests.
Guests? Who?
Your mother and a boy.
What?
Of course.
Do you think she's going to scold us?
I don't know.
A mom? I knew they were going to come back into it.
We should go see her. It's been a long time.
Yes.
We
can't
just
run away
said
from
no
this, I
more
guess.
risks.
Wow. Look at the two of you.
You'd see if you ever had to live. I
Only your
live
mum can have such
I'm
power
in an
over
area
someone.
where there's nothing but mountains and
All
forests.
right. You know what? I'll head to the harbor and prepare the boat. You join me as soon as you can.
Do
Take
you want this
this.
torch? Yeah, this torch.
Whatever happens, keep this flame alive, all right?
Yes. Be careful.
Don't worry. I've learned from both of you.
Lead the way then.
More clues. I've mentioned before that I live in a very wooded area.
What will we tell
There's a lot of
her?
those, you know.
The truth. We found what we came for, and I'm the one to blame.
Soul sucking. I
I'll
mean,
defend
could
you.
be worse. You could
My
live in like
hero.
you'll very like corn country. That's nothing but like fields of corn as far as the eye sees.
Is the palace
Would you
going
rather
to
live in like your
hold
Iowa or
For now.
Nebraska?
The Count opened the gates to the people, but there's so many dead and wounded.
so? We've seen that.
Live in Appalachia, much mountains, very hill.
Careful! Stay back!
It's like the one we saw. The broken one.
You got a fucking flamethrower?
Where did they get it?
Hold on a
You're
minute.
safe as long as you stay inside this line. But outside, without light.
Yes,
Over here!
we know.
Anyway, you're
I
safe
mean,
now.
I guess it's possible. It's just a pump. But I miss our mom and our alchemy friend are on the
Are you
island now,
not planning
so we're
to
gonna go meet them.
evacuate?
Not yet. Not until we've got everybody regrouped.
Obviously, things are not gonna go well.
Get to the bridge! Hold the line! We need more fires on the main road!
Pick up the pace. Keep these flames fed.
Even help here?
It looks like a wall.
Come give me a hand with this! The rats are
This
pushing
game
on our
bloated?
flank.
I don't really
We
feel
need
like it. It's
torches
constantly
now.
like keeping my
They
interest.
should evacuate.
Bloat usually like always makes me lose interest because I'm just doing something mundane to fill in
My
time.
belongings?
You can bring them inside.
All right, I understand. Good luck.
Dig trenches along the ramparts and fill them with tar. Keep them burning. Any breach could make the palace fall.
And if the rats enter the palace,
Then you're dead. Keep them burning.
have you fixed the piston yet? We need this cart on the
All these
ramparts
lights are
fast.
making the game chug a little bit though.
Get off my back. This thing's so
I think it's a solid sequel. I don't think chat hates it. Just a few people do.
We've got wounded up here. It's not pretty. The child may want to look away.
I know blood.
Still, try not to look.
You live in the Mojave Desert. All we got for entertainment is house parties, the movies, skating rink that closed down, and running away from death claws and fighting Caesar's Legion. Well,
Yes.
those last two sound promising.
Soon spread.
No, he's not dead.
Yeah, that choir is earning their money now.
It's over. Let it go. Come to your senses. We've got wounded coming.
So it means the child is coming.
The child is supposed to lead us to brighter days, not this carnage.
Quiet! This is not the time to argue.
Children.
Blessed be the camp for this food.
It's not much, but we have to mind our supplies.
Let's pray this nightmare.
So they're about to
ends
find out our kid here is a special kid. Like they're gonna start like worshiping, right? That's what's about to happen.
This is but a test the child's senses. You must not lose faith.
Are the rats really announcing his coming?
Through there.
Why is he killing
Be
us?
safe.
Still
too.
your hearts. Pray to him. Just pray.
Here? But anyway.
Mummy!
You're here.
My God, you're alive. Mother, come here. Please, come here.
Mother,
How are you? Your head.
it's fine. Don't worry. How did you find us?
You left quite a trail behind you. But tell me, is it the one? This island?
The one from your dream.
There was another carrier, like me.
Another carrier.
Yes. Back in the 6th century. A child called Basilius. We found him, chained, in an order prison designed especially for him.
What?
I think they panicked when he reached his last threshold. They took him away from his protector. Locked him in there to contain what would happen next.
A new plague. In the 6th century, that's...
The Justinian plague. We knew it was connected to the macula, but... So it started here, with this Basilius.
But
What
it was
happened, you
not his
dozer? Look,
fault.
I'm not your girlfriend that's
He was
gonna
just
explain every single thing in the
alone,
plot if you're not paying
scared.
attention.
Yes.
Hey babe, what happened? I
Mother,
fell asleep again.
Magister
I've done
Vodan
that enough
said
tonight.
Hugo is condemned. But this is what the Order believes, based on their mistake.
At some
in the
point, you gotta
past
be
with
invested.
Basilius. If he'd had his protector, like Hugo has us, I'm almost sure nothing would have happened. Think about it. During the last months on the road, the times when it was quiet, everything was just fine. He was fine.
That's true.
Something tells me that if we settle down somewhere safe and live there as a family,
Maybe the plague would stop, with time.
it would stop getting worse.
Fear really clouded our minds, didn't it? Except yours, Protector.
Wait, so he's not dying?
Remember that house we have in the mountains? We'll be great there.
We'll be big and tall.
Sorry to interrupt. The Count wants to see you.
Me? Now? But we were about to leave.
He is the Count of Provence, my lady.
Yes. We'll wait for you. For now, we're safer here than outside anyway.
Fine. Take me to him.
One rat. Two rat. Not that count though. Three rat.
Follow me.
Do you know what the Count wants with me?
No.
I thought he would be attending to more urgent matters.
Seeing you must be an urgent matter. Act with dignity in his presence. These are dark times. He's touched, like any of us.
All right, I will.
Doesn't look good, yeah. Especially since this guy doesn't have that thing on his back that I can knock his armor off with.
The western rampart is still weak. If the rats enter through there, we won't be able to evacuate the...
More than likely, that guy that our friend from earlier told him about the kid.
If we can find a way to slow them, stop them, or send them to hell, it'll be worth the risk.
Sire, she's here.
Good. This is a war unlike any other. But it is still a war. Dismissed? And have faith. It's not over yet.
Yes, sir.
Gotta have faith.
Come. I need you.
Very well.
Count.
They literally planning a war? Well, what else are they supposed to do? They gotta act.
So you survived those beasts?
Barely. I'm sorry for your land.
A lord should know that no peace lasts forever. But I confess that after years of war, I had dared to hope that this one would.
I understand. The scars are still so vivid. They fill the mind when you want only rest. Sorry,
No. That's exactly it.
It's only human. I think.
You're right. But it doesn't stop you from being there when battle calls.
Yes.
I beg you, brothers and sisters, do not be afraid. The rats are the heralds of the
They
Tower.
walk weird. Well,
Return to us soon.
they're just
Is
going
the
upstairs.
child
We all
really
look weirder than you think.
All the
If you ever
signs are
watch
here.
yourself go upstairs, you probably look weird
You
too.
mean the rats?
Not only the rats. Come. You'll see for yourself.
Why does
Yes.
he look like he's just a bald guy? Does every bald man look like Patches? Does Jeff Bezos look like Patches? Actually, that might be a better comparison, since he is a salesman as well. And a shady one. Oh, that's an I'm not expected.
Emily wants the boy, Amicia. I'm sorry, but she is sure now
Sure about what?
that your brother is the child of Embers. She must have him, so you must die.
Based off
No,
what?
listen! You are all completely wrong about this! Your cult, everything!
You're probably right. Because I invented most of it.
Oof.
And I did it for her.
What?
Emily. Her bloody parents broke her mind until she tried to take her own life. Poisoned her own body. So I brought her here, offered her this Child of Embers story, and not only did she believe it, she turned it into hope for the people.
Did he break my good arm that's actually protected by armor? What was the point of the armor then?
Trying to do? Accept your fate. Oh, damn you!
Hugo, run!
But that's why we had the armor on it, just so it wouldn't get hurt. Why do villains walk so slow? He had to like explain himself.
Not for you.
Go to hell! You won't have him! Move to the right. Come
But
on.
now he doesn't have any excuse not to chase and run full tilt at me, by the way.
Imagine what's at stake.
Go to hell, you bastard!
Oh, what? Damn, girl.
Be patient.
One arm moving a dresser like that.
You won't get him!
I'll find you, and you will die like a dog.
Hey, what's going on? I need help. Please, how do I get out of here? Who are you?
Where is she?
Behind that door. Shut up.
Everybody out.
Keep out of sight.
You and me. Now.
Need to move.
There you are. Amicia, you are so
Oh,
noisy.
he's really waiting for me to do that too.
Hiding, are we?
Here you are.
Oh. Oh, bad ending. This is a kind of a silly chase sequence.
Behind that door. Shut up.
Everybody out.
Keep out of sight.
Come on. Let's finish this. I know it seems unfair,
But you don't know what it takes to rule. War. It's so easy. I could destroy everything. But she showed me another way. She has a light about her. You've seen it.
Playing like our last chase, I suppose.
Hey! What's going on?
Stay back!
Give me the date.
You're trespassing!
Fuck you. Wow, really? He's gonna sit there in front of the door?
Where are you running? There is no escape!
Mother, Lucas, how have these touched them?
This is why you should have learned to use a different weapon besides a sling. Now you're one arm. You're completely debilitated.
People believe in her as much as in the child.
Gonna turn back. Can we at least try kicking him in the nads? Biting him aggressively?
People believe in her as much as in the child.
Stay away from me!
Don't you get it? This is bigger than you. Give up. Surrender your brother. We can't do this.
I mean, he knows where my brother is, right? We literally called us from... I'm not sure why he's going to such a big ordeal. He could have just like, you know what? I'm gonna have you all killed while I have you there.
You've lived a life for so long! You can't see the truth anymore!
Hey, Sarai, you think of the tier 1 sub for 82 months, my god. How's your night going? I'm playing a rat game. We're being chased by this game's version of Mr. X. I don't think we should apply the theme song, though.
Go to hell!
So angry.
I need to find the others. Quick! Must be a way to get back upstairs. You've ruined my shoulder for good. It hurts.
Oh, damn, his shoulder broke. Making meatless meal, meatless meal. So veggie then, right?
I hear you. Fear makes you sloppy.
I think we're gonna make this work. Guess I gotta do it a bit at a time.
Must be a way to get back upstairs. You've ruined my shoulder for good. It hurts.
Do a bit of a time, then run from him.
Noisy.
Chose the hard way.
No time. Quick, move.
I hear you. Fear makes you sloppy. Amicia, you can't hide from me behind that.
Lose him quick.
No, what are you doing?
Hiding is pointless. You have nowhere to go. Are you hiding over there? You know you can't go anywhere.
Hide.
Do you really think I don't resist?
A little difficult to still. Oh, there's a second switch I gotta do. This is...
Don't stop. You can do it. No way out.
Whoops. Very fragile pottery.
Where have you gone? You're trapped. You're stuck here. Wherever you go, I'll find you.
I said close the door.
Don't hide behind there. Come out.
This damn noise.
It hurts, doesn't it? But I can ease the pain. Trust me.
Shut the hell up.
I'll kill you.
Oh, fuck. Whoop. Guess I can't lock him in the same room again, huh?
Instinct. I admire it. You've been through a lot, I can tell. It makes this even more exciting. Where did you go? You won't be able to hide forever.
Actually need you to come in here.
Come on.
There you are.
Hugo, Mother, Lucas. They're all that matters.
What?
Found you. Where did you go? It's been a while since I hunted. Since I met Emily. But you are
Big predator bot. Okay, we almost got that down.
As soon as I can.
Oh, I'm raising it up. Fuck. Oh shit, which way?
Go, go.
hiding, are we?
Where's the exit? Give me a goddamn exit.
Running again? You are tired.
This section is really going on for a while, isn't it? He's the first person who could chase us through these iron doors.
You remind me of old times. Of myself. Now, I'll see you where your blood flows.
Please, stop this madness.
So what was the excuse going to be when he went back up for my brother? Like, oh yeah, she tripped, fell down the stairs, broke her neck.
Hugo, they'll take him
Sorry
away.
about that. Good job, Dart. You're a real gamer. I've proven myself yet again, have I?
Get them
I wonder
out
how
of
the rest
here.
of the game is going to work, though, when we have a
Even if it
busted
hurts.
arm. You said her shoulder is broke. And just, like, slam that into a wall and fix it. You have a favorite game that has a lot of cliches? All of them. Almost every game has some cliches in it. But, you know, like I said, I like Final Fantasy 9, Deus Ex. Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite all-time games. Has tons of cliches in it.
Do it now.
I'd say that's probably the most cliche-ridden one I like a lot.
Use it against them.
Missed her shoulder. She felt that guy knocked her down some steps and busted her shoulder.
Don't be afraid. Yes, you failed, but this child was never truly yours. I feel so full of him. Hugo won't heal the wounds of your past. He will fill no void in you. You'll die. Everybody will. No! He will be loved. He will shine like a brighter sun. Repel this darkness, and I'll just be a mother. Watching the first steps of a god.
Shut up! You have no claim to this family!
Amicia! How are you still alive?
Where's Hugo?
Inside, go! Run!
At last.
Sorry, my love, but this one's a hell of a fighter. Now this.
That's a big sword to lift up with one hand.
This is an invitation I can't refuse. You caught me by surprise. I'm impressed. You're quite something, you know. You face me, thinking with all your soul that you can defeat me.
I can. You won't have my brother.
Such dedication. You have a burning fire inside you. But a flame without discipline.
Anything good happened and we had to
Doesn't
run
make
away
a
from this guy after he broke our shoulder.
It consumes them from within.
I'm not a soldier.
Oh, I know. You fight because you don't have the choice. I chose this life. This is why you'll fail.
You talk a lot. Coward!
Steady your stance. Stand your ground.
He doesn't realize there's
Grip that
quick time
sword
events over
properly.
him.
You're a
He's got a
disgrace to
weakness.
it.
You never fight to defend yourself. Fight to kill, to conquer.
Whatever. You're still a coward.
Ooh, there's a gauntlet going too.
Who do you think you are to defy me?
I'm Amicia Daroon.
Ah, shut up.
I'm a boss ass bitch. Oh. This cut seemed pretty deep.
You see, you kneel just fine.
Please stop!
Oh.
Please stop!
Oh,
From one mother to another.
my ponytail.
Enough games, Victor. This is not what we're here for.
Didn't you send him to kill her? What?
I'm sorry. War took its toll on my husband. He gets carried away sometimes. I admire you. Your children are strong. Your bonds are strong. When I was her age, I could only wish for this kind of love. But it's not just about
Still
us.
dead, well, as long as she gets him treated, maybe not. I don't know.
For love is meant to be shared, to be turned into light, shone over the whole world. Such is the fate of the child of embers.
Love can kill, Emily. By the time you realize that, it will be too late.
What's she gonna do with that?
For now, it will be quick.
I'm so proud of you.
And we spent the entire first game believing she was dead and had to rescue her. Hey, thank you for the thank you for the 100 bits, man.
I feel funny.
Yep. I mean, hey, we thought maybe she's still alive. We didn't see her die the last time in the first game, did we? Oh, oh.
Amicia? Mommy? Amicia?
We
Lucas?
munched him.
Where are you?
I'm a Flintstones kid.
Where is
10
everyone?
million strong and growing. That's all I need, chat. Some vitamins. Kids got very poor vitamin D. So what do they think killing his mother was going to help them with, by the way? That was usually going to upset a child greatly. And you believe this child to be a god. Let's just slit his mother's throat. And kill his sister. Take her place? Yeah, but that's, I mean, well, I guess she is the deluded cult member, but still, Jesus. Not a bright idea. I mean, I guess she's got that hot, crazy thing going on for her.
Oh, my head. Is this a dream? No, it's not. It's real. Oh, there's people.
Not what we're here for. True.
What are you doing?
Emily?
Oh, my baby boy.
Hide that
Get
real
back
quick.
to bed.
Hugo.
You killed her. No. I'll take you back to bed. Victor, take him back, will you?
Sire, we can't stay here. We'll get her from inside.
It's you. It's you. I knew it.
Emily, I'll come get you!
No! What are you doing? Please! Please! I'll be a better mother! I'll be a better
You need
mother!
more. You need more rats.
Please!
Oh shit, we're encouraging Emma. Aim at target, then press R2 to send the rats. Yeah, this is a bit.
There's your blood. Let the rats eat them.
Maybe this can be. Maybe Rat Play can be the next Resident Evil.
Keep going, Hugo.
Kill them all, boy. Having a fire starter moment here, actually. Rat kinesis. Also, if you get eaten too, lady. Oh no, they won't go toward that yet. I think he's starting to enjoy it.
Emotional damage!
Oh, definitely. Oh shit. Would these guys really just keep waiting toward me when they see what's happening to the ones in front of them? Like, really? Really? We're going at this? Oh, shit. He's activated the double trigger.
That's it! You did it! It's your turn, Emily! We'll spill your blood now!
Emily! No! No!
Sire, we need to evacuate, sire! It's too late!
Let me go! Let me go!
Sire, your people need you, sire!
You will never leave this island! I'll finish this!
Why don't we send some rats up there to him? Oh, Hugo, well, well, her arm is busted now, so she can't do that anymore. Kind of wondering what the gameplay is going to be. She can't use her sling and bow and shit. Also, thank you for the bits, everyone. Also, Polygraph, thank you for the 300 bits. You've been the one to fill your dark heart with light.
Amicia, where are you?
Her arm,
I'm here.
what, her throwing arm? Well, maybe she can still grip stuff, but she said it was broken, so they don't heal that quickly. Or did it?
No. Hugo.
Did she literally, like,
Hugo.
fall on her shoulder and put it back in place? She said it was broken, not dislocated.
Hugo.
Kind of responsible for his wife's death, yeah, but he's being irrational and full of hatred.
Thank you.
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light!
True.
We're right.
Comatose? Ow, my eyes. Chat game, stop flashing to white. Not comfortable, man. Nothing left. Chapter 13. Why is this kid so anime hot, by the way?
Please, Hugo. Say something. Look at me, please. I need you.
Amicia, we can't stay here.
He won't talk to me.
We need to leave.
It's called trauma.
Hugo, answer me.
Amicia, we need to leave.
To go where?
The harbor.
Look, I'm just noticing.
We're leaving
Look,
this
Chad, I had to
place.
say it. He's clearly he got a bright future ahead of him.
Rest.
You can rest when you're safe.
We will never be, Lucas. Never. There can be no peace for us. Look at him.
I'll lead the way. Don't think. Just follow me. I'll be your path. For the both of you. I'll carry you if I must. But I'm taking you out of here. Take a deep breath and stand up. You did
Okay,
it.
arm's still busted then. But we still need to find
Come
out
on,
what happened to
Hugo.
our night friend, though. We will never make it. Never
Good.
make it. We never make it.
I'm
Exactly.
taking you out of here.
My puzzle-solving days are done without an arm. Yeah, they got it pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. Who would think so many people want their hands on rat powers?
Is it the arm?
Shoulder.
We have to fix it.
Do it.
Oh, it is just popped out place then.
Don't move. It's gonna hurt. Are you alright?
It's a weird experience to talk with a catatonic person. It's like talking with someone that has no soul. I've never had the experience, but I can imagine. It's just basically someone, if it's from trauma, someone who's like brain has gone into complete survival mode. Basically, we have our Casca now. Only in a slightly less fucked up way. We're not gonna spend 10 years on a boat now, are we?
Breathe.
I'm sure after dislocating your arm that badly and getting it fixed, you can't just go right back to using it. Who is Casca? Famous, like, catatonic lady from Berserk. Spent most of the series, basically as a mute, invalid because of some messed up stuff. Only recently got, her mind restored and the author died.
Come on.
It's kind of a big deal,
Anything will
to say the
help.
least.
You need
Let's
it.
see. Missing a few. Lack of hand-holding feels very odd. I think that's the point, actually.
There has to be a way out.
Brain is in computer the equivalent of safe mode. That's a
Look,
nerdiest way
up
of
there.
putting it, but it's
An
actually
opening.
pretty accurate.
It's our way out.
How do we?
The upper floor. There may be things up there we can use.
Falling down a
look.
set of stairs and being
Stay with
slashed
him.
by a sword.
Amicia,
Yeah,
you're
actually,
still
he
hurt.
did cut her
Try
like in
to
her
bring him
stomach,
back.
chest, and leg, didn't he?
However
Where are the
you can.
wounds repairs for that? That seemed pretty
Fine.
nasty.
But don't go too far.
Nope, only the shoulder mounted.
Well, Hugo, I think you can hear me.
No.
I'm sorry.
Blocked.
I need to know if you're
Can't
right.
move this thing from here.
Skin's pale. The macula's marked, though. It looks larger. Must mirror the spread inside your mind. Let me see your eyes.
A
Pupils
pole
not
with a rope.
dilated. You're barely blinking.
Okay. Can this game end? Oh, we're having fun. They should open a reptile food emporium called Rats. Yeah, well, I don't think I want to eat rats. I don't think it'd get much business. Just like that, her arm is good as new.
Keep going.
Especially, I don't think I'd want to eat diseased rats. Might be bad for you.
Come on.
One of the better games Dartigan is streaming. I mean, I'm enjoying it. Oh, wait, I see. There's already one. It's called Arby's. I was gonna say Denny's, but you know, I guess Arby's works too. Obviously not for people. The rats are snake food. Well, I don't think you need to open an entire store just for selling snake food. Then, is there any area that actually has that many pet snakes? How long is God of War 2018? I don't remember. I remember for me it was around 25 to 30 hours or so. It's longer if you want to do like a lot, like kill all the Valkyries and stuff.
What a mess. I can't. Oh, please. Please. How am I going to do this? Please. I can't.
God, I just looked at a table.
Lord. Stop. Stop. Stand up. Stand up and go.
Oh, we got a souvenir. A mess. We'll remember this. We'll cherish that moment.
Hugo, if you can hear my voice.
Isn't gonna end well. It's starting to feel like we're not gonna get a happy ending.
Be careful.
Found something. We'll try to climb up.
Where'd the chest go? Oh, it implanted itself into the wall. Perfectly.
All right.
Yes.
Life never has that. That's not true.
How is he?
His mind is extinguished. I think it's not just the shock. It's the macula.
So he's not.
We all become doomers in chat because of a sad game.
Let's use this thing.
World is filth. Nothing is ever good.
It's stuck. It's too high.
Hey, Bass Clap, what's up?
There's no other way, Lucas.
Amicia, let's push and see what's behind.
This time, put your back into it. Huh?
It extinguished the flames.
We saw those things inside the carrier's tomb.
It will kill the sun.
What?
Sun Killer. The Light Devourer. It's the nebula the old texts talk about. It's real.
I'm home.
No. No! This isn't home! Hugo, look at me!
It's not him, Amicia. It's the macula talking, trying to fill the void, left by your mother's death.
Oh, the macula is sentient now, huh? Okay, the disease.
I should have saved her, but... We can still finish this. You hear me, Hugo? We can find that bastard Count and kill him!
No, enough! Amicia, we need to leave this damn rock and take him away from here. He's drowning. Amicia, focus. You need to push back. Talk to him. Keep him afloat. He needs you.
Do that trick where you pretend to steal his nose. He loves that.
All right.
Or just hold his hand again. There has to be a safer way up than through the rat city, right? Well, can you do something about the rats then, at the very least? No? Alright. Where'd the fire come from? Like, this is like no one's clearly been here, but there's just a lit torch.
Stay very close.
The nebula's all around us. Mind your torch.
Yes.
Yep. Rats come from like flesh wounds. Ratopia. I feel like we're gonna find like the rat marker soon.
Stay away from
Alright, how could there there's really this many people living on the island, they could keep these rats fed for, you know, what has to be a couple million, probably 100 million or so rats. That's a lot of food for even rats, you know.
Careful! This is worse than anything.
Any more reason for all the fucking melodrama? It's like medieval Europe. What do you think Europe was at that time? It was all sad, depressing, and melodrama and like royal shit.
Move! I think he's doing it.
What?
I felt his body spasm right before it all burst.
I told you, his bond with Immaculata is getting stronger.
I know you're still there, Hugo.
This is like some Warhammer fantasy shit right now. Lost in this game's sense of location. We're on an island somewhere in the Mediterranean. So this macula thing is now sentient and taking over the boy. Then okay, how did the macula begin? We're gonna have to like learn the truth of that soon, right? Because we're gonna like have it be sentient.
Bloody hell! We need to be more careful.
We're nowhere near that.
Lucas, there's something ahead.
Having a rough night, don't open? Sorry to hear that, man.
What the hell?
Oh. Yeah, this went in a direction I wasn't expecting.
How many are there inside?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey,
I'm waiting.
let's go, Lucas. Now.
Yes.
Come, Hugo.
No! I'm staying.
There is nothing here for you.
This is home. This is...
Stop! You're coming with me, whether you want to or not. You hear me? He's coming with me!
You made us so angry. They're coming!
Hey, no, you left the torch again.
Stay close to the wall!
Quick, Milton!
You know, video games are getting really good at doing meat, aren't they? Here's a level made of it.
No, 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 no! Don't look back! Back! This is your peace!
Like, remember the days of like the Halo 3 levels? Like, this looks like a colon, but I guess it works.
The sunlight in the back!
Now look what we got. Just like pure filth. He still helps me up ledges. After that outfit, yeah, something's going on.
You won't take him! You hear? It's over!
Oh, that's a nice voice crack, by the way. I wonder if that was intentional or just that was just a lucky take.
Breathe. Breathe.
Hugo?
Oh.
Hugo? See? There's still light.
Okay, if you're gonna be raising him, you need to hire an actual teacher, not just like, look, fire.
Yes. That's our blood. That's you.
We
We're
good?
not done yet. We should go.
Yes, I'm ready.
We still have to reach the harbor.
Alright, what's the objective? Cross the rat nest. Alright, reach the service. Just picked up some recessive genes. That's recessive genes. Aren't those technically the good genes they get though?
Wait. The village. There's something wrong with the sea.
The land is gone.
It's me.
No.
I did this.
The rats did.
I did. I did it.
No. The Count and Countess did.
Ginger genes aren't good
Let's go.
genes?
Let's just
That
go.
can't be possibly true. They wouldn't have been you'll become a thing at all if they weren't good genes. They would have been, it would have been, well, basically, would have died out. It was like they were good for the area that gingers were, more common in. Which was areas that didn't have as much sunlight, I think it was. It's just that they've moved away from their homeland. Did the rats cause the sea level to drop? What the hell? Oh, or they just like tore the ground up there around the town. Well, here's also the good thing about redheads. If you ever have a daughter, everyone will want to bang her. So, you got that to look forward to.
Goodness. The tremors brought those bloody eggs out in the open.
Yes, they're still here.
Always. Always in my head.
Hugo.
Let him, Amicia.
You are
What the
not
fuck?
in
It's true.
charge.
Guys weirdly are like really into like redheads for some reason.
You obey me! Hear me! You obey me!
They're rebelling against you, Chief.
All right. I think they had you.
I've never seen
Uncommon
it.
genes don't mean they're good, just means they're...
Because it
Well, it had
hurts.
some benefit, otherwise it wouldn't become a
I'm
trait.
sorry.
Bad genes usually don't stick around long enough to actually become a trait in any, like, civilization or your ethnic group. It just means in the area that they became a thing in, they were actually useful. And I believe it's what got Ireland and, the up northern latitudes where there's less sun, they actually helped out because, the hair color and the lighter skin color, it did help them, like, get the proper vitamin D levels, I guess. Are gonna get canceled? I said nothing that was even remotely cancelable or untrue. Guys weirdly fetishize red hair. And they also make incorrect assumptions about redheads that they're like really down DTF for some reason. They're full of sugars and lust. Famous book line, by the way. Stream going bad? Stream going... Encoding overloaded. What the fuck? How long has that been going on? Well, I guess it might be this area. Let me stop my recording, though. I might have been recording for too long. When did the stream start chugging? Just now? Oh, it's taking a really long time to start this recording as well. Too much rat. Is there lag? Yeah, there is a massive amount of... This is not the internet, this is this game, once again, causing asshole-ish issues. Thank God it's... Yeah, it's... Chat, it's not you, it's this game not playing well with OBS. All right, I'm gonna probably have to restart the stream to fix this. So let me write this in the chat because I think you guys are very far behind me. Yeah. So the OBS got a little encoded overloaded. You know, the load was too heavy for OBS, so I'm gonna restart. That usually fixes the issue as long as it doesn't happen again. Started chugging when you started running in circles. Yeah, I'm guessing that maybe something in this level is causing it. But let me stop the stream, restart it, and then we'll continue. Be right back. Actually, wait, no, maybe it's okay. There's no more stream. I mean, how, what's the difference in time between me and you, chat? Type in the letter, type in the letter A when you hear me say this. I want to know exactly how much time difference in lag there is because of that. Probably a lot. I think it's like a solid minute, so I definitely need to restart. Yeah, that's a bit too much lag. Okay. All right, going to restart.